Good morning and welcome to Stained Glass Sunday in the old church we're lucky enough to call home. I'm going to take you through the process of what I do to make Stained Glass Sunday happen, and it's pretty simple. First, I put on an apron because you're going to be working with all kinds of nasty stuff. So I put on an apron. This apron is 20 years old probably. So secondly, tie the apron. Doesn't have a button on it like mine does. Secondly, I sit down here. This is where I do stained glass at. Now it's beautiful because I have a big window here for a lot of natural light. And I'm working on this window that I'm making shutters for all of our big windows in here. Shutters. All the big windows. And Morton's coming. Morton's going to read for us. He just topped up his coffee. Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. So there's Morton going to read. And now I'm going to turn you back around and show you here. Now what I do is I turn my light on with my foot. My soldering iron is not plugged in, but my phone I put here on this phone holder, and I plug my phone in so we can stay live with plenty of power for the hour. And my stained glass area, I have all sorts of glass around here, but it's really kind of overflow. The majority of my glass is back in the studio. So I have a little trash can down here. I have this little pad that I usually sit on. Today I'm going to put my feet on here. That helps with your circulation. It's really cozy. And then under here, let me zoom you in. Those pedals, that's the old foot pedals from off of the old original organ. And they're underneath the radiator because they're holding the radiator up. It's sort of weird. But that's the way it is. So I'm going to put you here in the holder. And I'm going to start talking to you about making stained glass. Morton's going to read the comments for us. The piece that I'm working on, I have been working on since May. It's the longest it's ever taken me to do a window in my life. But that's because, and I'm pushing my sleeves up here. Pushing my sleeves up, I'm going to put on my glasses. You want to be safe when you do stained glass, and no, they're clean enough. So putting on my glasses because things splut and splatter. I'm going to put on my gloves. These gloves, I need to put on different ones. We'll wear these ones today one more time. And this window that I'm working on, oh, well, this piece is there. I'll lift it up to show you at the end of doing what we're doing. But it's going to be a shutter for this window right here in front of me. So I can close them, open them, let the light through. Now I'm going to take my soldering iron. I'm going to plug it into that power bar that you saw me turn on with my toe. And while that's heating up, that's our soldering iron here. While this is heating up, I'm going to put water onto my sponge. You have to put water on the sponge. And I don't want to spill it. This sponge, that's what I'll use to clean the tip. See how dirty the tip is? I'm gonna. Okay. I'll show you in just a minute how to clean the tip as soon as the soldering iron's hot. And, struggling Wi-Fi. Maybe it's me. Can anybody see us? Can you see? Can you see? Is it working?
I don't know.
Martin's having a hard time. Martin's struggling. You can see? We're good. Yours is fine. Okay, let's see if it's lagging. Let's play the test. What day is it? I can't read. Good here. I think we have a bit of a lag. Sunday, there we go. Okay. All right. All right, I'm going to turn you back around. Martin's lagging back there.
I think it's
Martin's going to jump back on. Somebody else had said they were lagging too, so here we go. And we're gonna work on this window now. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna hear a weird noise in a minute. Martin has to reboot his phone. His phone is Martin's phone is like a Fred Flintstone phone. It's old and antiquated. So wear gloves when you do this. Ding, 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 ding. So this tip we're going to clean off here. Look. We're going to wipe it on here. And look, it goes from dirty to all shiny and silver. That's what you want, shiny and silver. But now, you don't just let this sit here being all shiny and silvery. You have to put solder on it. So this is a 1 pound block roll of 6040 Artist Pure solder. I'm going to take this and I'm going to set it down over here because it's so heavy. I'm going to just slice through here and just this quick, just zap a piece off. This melts this like butter. Butter. This piece is going to go right in front of me on the window that I'm looking at. This window is purple. The top part that I did anyway is purple, and I'm making shutters for it. Okay, so I have some, you want to put solder on the tip while it's just sitting there, or else it's like leaving a pan on your stove with nothing in it. Put that in it. Okay, so now we're going to go up here. This little orange piece, we put that in last week. That was our very last thing we did. I have some more pieces to fit in here. This window is going to have hundreds of pieces to it. Well, probably over 100 pieces. So I have this old jar for my flux. And this is safety flux. I get it at Hobby Lobby. You can get this online. They used to give a coupon for 40% off one item, and I would do that then. So I'm going to pour out just a little bit, not a whole lot, just enough that we're going to use for this hour that we're working on this. So now the piece that's up in here, this orange piece, I'm actually going to take off my gloves and rearrange you. I want you to be able to really see what we're up to. I don't want you to miss it. There you go. There you go. Now you'll see that piece better. I'm going to put my cord out of the way so I don't burn through it. And I used to teach workshops here at the old church. I stopped doing that with stained glass just because a lot of things. First the pandemic, and then I just got into doing workshops online, and I'd rather teach the whole wide world than just 6 people or 12 people or whatever. So flux, you want to put this on, apply this, and see how this piece is moving. That's because it's higher, because I put solder on both sides. This is not normally how I do a window at all. At all, but this is the same principle that you use. The piece I wish would have fit better. It did not. So now I'm going to take and I'm just going to fill this space up with solder. just melt this. It'll go right through because I have a deep gap there on that side. The copper and the copper is what we're after. Morton, are you on yet?
It's just booted up now and up and up.
Okay. Okay, so this side, we're gonna get it kind of, sorta. I'm gonna have to flip it and do more on the other side. And just by running your soldering iron along here, it will just melt everything down into place. That's what we're after. And this, like I said, this is a really weird one, this piece. I didn't get a great fit. I like to normally have my glass tight against the other glass. Okay. All right, now I'm filling up spaces. Just now with this window, I can lift this up and kind of show you. You can see a little bit. You won't really see it till I put the light behind it. So I'm putting some orange accents in. Yep, I answered that, honey. Straight in front. Straight in front of us, we're putting this. So I have some orange accent pieces that I'm putting in here. That one basically fits there. So I'm gonna just cut this. To fit that in there. That'll work. Thanks for following, Heather. I'm going to lay this back here behind it to hold my piece of glass up because I have solder down on the other side. And to cut this, I can use... I do sell stuff. The stained glass, not so much, just because of the time. It's it's very time... Stained glass is super time consuming. And it's hard to price it because of that. So these little pieces here, I'm going to have to nibble off to put in there. I would normally do this with my glass grinder, but the pieces that I make while I'm doing a live, I don't use my grinder on because it's so loud. The grinder is so loud. And this glass is not, this is art glass. This isn't the same that I use in my glass fusing. Oh, that's almost perfect. Tiny little bit right there. Oh, I could almost fit that in. Almost. Just a little nib off. And like I said, normally this would be glass grinder. But you're special, and I do not want to hurt your ears. Okay, get in there, you little puzzle piece. What's stopping you now? Morton, it's being contrary.
Why have you got a piece of red glass already in the hole?
To hold this up so it doesn't fall through because the solder. Okay, I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna do it. Nibble this side.
Christy loves stained glass.
It's so pretty. And we were lucky when we got to church. There was 0 stained glass here in this old church. They had taken all the stained glass out of the church and replaced the stained glass windows with beautiful energy efficient windows. We couldn't have been happier. People think I'm sad about it, but I was super excited about it and happy about it. Because now I make stained glass and we install these in front of the window. That's very energy efficient. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so now I take my gloves off for this part.
Actually sold it. Have you made one with
They
the
moved.
church in
They
it?
no. They moved. I think they moved the. I think they moved all the stained glass to other churches. Truthfully. So now I'm going to take copper foil. That's this.
You were asked, have you made one with the church in it? No.
I have not made one with the church in it. I don't think I'm going to, just because the church is already here.
How many do you have in your house that you've made?
How many? I probably have about 20 or more. Probably more than 20 up that I've made.
You've got 12 large ones that you made.
And then we have the bathroom. We have others. We have other stuff. I have panels
Above
setting all over.
Above the double glazed units, there's 12
Yeah.
boxes that you made.
But probably about 20
Yeah.
that I have kind of all over. Now this glass, you want to center right on the middle of this, or the copper foil. I'm sorry. Center and don't touch the back of this. Is sticky. Don't touch the back of it. The adhesive has to stay on long enough for the solder to grab a hold of it. So I'm going to wrap this down. Boy, oh boy, it's a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania today. How's your weather where you are? It's absolutely gorgeous here. We're going to go for a walk, I think, after this. So I fold this down. Now we're going to burnish it. Now, you can buy burnishers. I like to use this dowel rod. And I still haven't found my old original burnisher that I got in Scotland 22 years ago.
It's beautiful in Houston, Texas.
Beautiful in Houston. Burnishing means I'm rubbing it. I'm making these little edges smooth. It will look better and it will adhere better. So orange and purple is a complementary color. So I'm going to lay that right there. That fits super.
Cold, windy, beautiful
That fits
autumn
nice.
weather in Belgium.
Oh,
Cloudy in Wisconsin. That was Lena that said it's
yes.
winter in Belgium. Autumn
Lena in Belgium.
Native Beauty says it's cold, cloudy in Wisconsin. Texas Sunbee had said it was beautiful in Houston.
Okay, so now here, these little orange tips up here.
Forreston Show
Oh.
Art says it's a beautiful day in PA, walking to an awesome view of some cliffs.
Oh, very fun.
Jill reckons tonight's fireworks display will be a washout.
Oh,
Oh, Guy Fawkes night tonight, right enough.
yeah, what is it? Remember the 5th of November?
Gunpowder, freezing and plot. I can't remember the rest of it. Oh, that sounds good. Lena's eating ground cherries from the garden right now.
Oh,
It's so beautiful, says Angela. Beautiful in Southern California. Videos, but I hope everybody else is okay.
so you don't want to linger around long, because the glass will get really hot super fast and can crack. And this piece had another piece sitting underneath of it, remember? This little guy. And that little guy was there to hold up the orange.
The board that she's using is a standard 2-foot board.
Yeah, it's just plywood.
And she measured the size that she's making for, because it's a shutter for the bottom window. It's going to be, that's one half of, it's like
Yes,
two shutters.
one half
that's
of the
one
window.
half.
At the bottom. At the little piece that we open.
I don't know what's wrong this morning. My video keeps freezing. I hope everybody else's is okay.
That's weird. So you can see back here, these blobs up here, see these blobs? That's where things melted through. And thank you everybody for tapping. Morton, you have to remember to thank people for tapping because the screen, when you tap the screen, oh, when you tap the screen, the algorithm says, hey, people are liking this live stream. And then guess what they do? They put it out for other people to see.
The Kelly, it's a chemical flux that's being painted onto it. It's a mixture of chemicals, and it causes a chemical reaction between the hot solder and the copper, so that the solder adheres better. Solder's a mixture of tin and lead, 60% tin and 40% lead, and it allows the three metals to adhere far more easily. If you don't put the solder on, you can get it to adhere, but it's very, very difficult. Nobody can hear that all right. Or they must have done.
And see how this will bubble and splatter? That's why we wear glasses. That's why we wear gloves. This stuff is hundreds of degrees hot. This is molten, molten lead and tin. You do not want this coming in contact with your body.
You can't see how many likes each individual person gives, Lena. It shows you a total number of likes. It doesn't show you individual likes.
But we really appreciate everybody doing it.
What did you say about the bubbles in the back of the glass?
The bubbles in the solder, that happens when there's an air gap, a space where the solder hasn't filled, so it'll bubble up, and that's when it kind of sputters and stuff, and it can shoot out at you. That's why you want to wear gloves. You want to be safe. The bubbles in this glass, this is just a style of glass. This is called English muffle right here. See that bubble that just happened? Looky, I'm going to knock them down now. Bye-bye, bubble.
The lead-free solder is usually used for jewellery.
It's super expensive.
This is for like windows and stuff where you normally don't come in contact with it. So there's not really much chance like getting poisoned. And there's not a super problem with lead fumes. If you buy lead-free solder, it's super expensive when you're making a large piece like this.
Yeah, I'll use on this window, I'll use about 10 pounds of solder. So if I was using lead-free...
Lacestock Rocks is saying they only use lead-free solder.
Yes, it's probably jewelry making. I have lead-free that I use for jewelry. Okay, so now these pieces here...
Yeah, Lacestock Rocks, it's mixed with... The silver stuff's what you would use for making jewellery so that it's safe to wear. And it's very expensive in comparison to the 60-40 that you use for making decorative window pieces.
I have some little pieces here.
My thumb's healing up, not too bad. It's still sore, but it's healing up.
That I need to fill in. And I think I'm going to use a green.
How much is the materials for a project this size?
The materials in this project are easily going to be $300. Easily. Easily. And then you count your time. So this iridescent glass.
Saying hi.
Hello. I want to use this piece here. So in my green spaces, a little bit of iridescent. So what I'm going to do here is stick this underneath.
Thanks for the roses, Lindsay, and thanks for the gifts and the likes that people are sending.
Thank you.
It's a shutter window, Sophia, that she's making. It's for the bottom of the double glazed windows, the arched windows on the side of the building.
So I just laid, see, this is my piece
How
down
do you
here.
lay out the design you're being asked?
I do the design as I go along. Sometimes I draw designs, and these are all, I have a whole thing here of all kinds of designs that I've drawn.
Shelley
And I
May
do
says
for
there's a
big
little girl
windows.
I would sit in church and just get lost looking into the stained glass.
Yeah, the windows are great. So here, I'm just gonna put my Sharpie on top of this. Doesn't want to fit the whole way there. And now we can cut this piece to fit in here. So down here, I'm gonna move you down here. I'm gonna do my cutting over here.
How large will this piece be?
This piece, the measurements of this one is 25 inches tall, 29 inches wide. Oh, wait. No, it's 14 and a half inches wide. That's my whole shutter size. It's going to be these two pieces here for my window. So 25 inches tall and 14 and a half inches wide are my dimensions.
Shelley May says my hands would be all cut up and your hands would be perfect. The video keeps freezing on mine.
I'm cutting this just outside of my marks because I can always make it smaller. I can't make it bigger. I gotta grab that one off another way. And this glass cutter is a glass scorer, just a little wheel that spins. Put it on the edge, firmly push. You want to hear that nice scrape, scrape noise. And then these are called running pliers. They're great to go for a straight line. Just put it there, squeeze, and it breaks that off. Squeeze, and it breaks that off. So now we'll go up here and see where we are with how we cut it. See if it works right here. See if it fits without dropping it down in. I need a tiny little bit off there. So I will nibble this. And see, I cut on the inside of my line there just to give myself a little bit of room. So now I'm just going to nibble right along that black line. Just to see. That will fit perfectly. So now copper foil on. And ideally I go through, I'll go through, these are small pieces. These are intricate windows that I'm doing here. And normally does not happen like this. This roll, for whatever reason, has gotten wild on me. So I'm just gonna take part of it off because it's being annoying.
Heart me.
Thanks for the heart
From
me.
Italian Babe.
Hey Italian Babe, how are you?
And you're at nearly at 15,000 likes.
Wowsy, wowsy, wows, wows. Thank you for all the likes.
The time change already has me in a mess today. They should laugh at me.
Yeah, the time change. I love it. This is my favorite way to change the time. I wake up. It's super early. I sat in bed this morning editing a book for ages. Ages. I spent a couple hours doing it. Loved it. I do still meditate. I was actually going to do a video this morning of meditating.
Was it too
I did it.
in and out of sleep?
Instead, I did a video of me dancing.
Berenice asks, how are you guys today?
I'm doing great. Morton was getting a shower, and I just thought, as he's getting his shower, I'm just going to dance. I had music on, and I was just in the dancing mood, and then I thought, I'm just going to make a video and maybe encourage somebody else to just dance along.
Yeah, text his son, he's asking, are you still meditating?
Yep, honey, I just
Correct.
said that. I'm not quite sure why. Morton is 3 feet behind me, and he can't hear me.
I heard a bit of it dancing, but I love it too, just throws me off. I was up at 5 a.m. Italian.
I think Morton's reading the words, and he gets lost in your words. I think that's
Angela,
what
your
happens.
mister's on vacation.
Angela, your vacation looks so beautiful and lovely.
Italian babe loves
Very
meditating.
restful.
Great way to practice mindfulness and being in the moment.
Yes.
He's reading. I'm the same way as Angela.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a meditation video. I am gonna make one, a proper one.
Lena heard somewhere only we know from Travis, and it made her think of us.
Oh, that's a good song. I love Travis. Okay, got that one done. Put on our gloves.
Please do, said Mama Nisa.
The
Where
second,
do you get your supplies, copper and lead, etc.?
copper foil I get from different places. Whoever has the best deals on it, typically. And then the solder, I typically get that from Warner in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Although, honey, I got a contact. There's a company in Altoona that makes solder. And the person just sent me an email and said I need to contact this person. I think they want to do some sponsored videos, which I would flippin' love that. I had tried to buy solder from them before, but you have to buy it. Remember I told you, babe, $3,000 at a time? Honey?
What's that?
It's lost connection. I think it's the interwebs. There, it's back. Sorry, it said I lost connection. Am I back? Am I back? Super annoying when that happens. It's where we live. It is where we live.
Move your hand in front of the screen. Right, video working.
Okay. Hello. No,
Did somebody cut lights or something? Somebody came in.
I'm putting this one in on an angle.
Love your dancing video, says
Thank you. I like to put some pieces in on an angle because it does wonderful things to your eyes when you look at it. Now, this piece here is so little. It's so little.
You just fill it with solder.
Yeah, you can just fill it with solder. You can do that. Yeah, let's just fill it with solder. Like till you put
That's you can fill it with scrap copper as well.
yeah, scrap copper. I'm just gonna put these little dabs on top.
Lena's saying, could you please explain what shelf meant?
Oh, shelf life. The shelf life of a TikTok. How long it lasts till you don't see it anymore. You know, like you talk about your milk, it'll last 3 months. Well, it'll last 2 weeks before your milk's bad. That's the shelf life. How long something will last. Okay, we got that green in there. I want to put more of that green over here. That's what it was, babe. The way I had my phone in the holder.
Was it hitting the button?
It was hitting the bump. It was hitting the button. I have my phone too far up. And put it in like this. There. I'm so sorry. That should do it. Can you see it now? Ouch. That was sharp. Okay.
Yup, says Joe.
Another green bit. This little green bit might fit right there. No, he's too little. That little green bit will fit perfect. My phone holder was bumping the edge of the phone if I moved it. And that's what happened. Sorry. Sorry. And oh my goodness, what came out of the kiln? Honey, we need to Dremel logs today. Little wood slices.
Right.
What came out of the kiln was so beautiful. I'm so excited. I want to start packing up the 24 boxes we just sold. I want to start packing them up tomorrow.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. This piece is so gorgeous. It has little iridescent. I don't like to use a lot of it in a window because what happens is the iridescent piece catches your eye and that's what you zone in on. So it's a case of less is more with this. And normally what I do when I'm building a window like this, instead of switching back and forth, going through this whole process, I would wrap these pieces, then lay them. Hello, and then solder them all in together. But because this is sort of like a little jigsaw piece just now, I'm gonna just burnish this. That's just rubbing it.
Kelly, gosh, that's beautiful. Lena, I love that green.
That green is so pretty. Gloves back on. And I'm gonna, because my soldering iron's been sitting there for a minute, I'm gonna clean the tip. Put a little bit of solder on it. Stick it back in.
Hooks to your stained glass piece, so I can hang them in windows.
Stained glass piece so you can hang them in windows. Is it something you already have, Angela, or something I'm sending you? Because the stained glass pieces, they should have I usually, if it's a hanging piece or the window, I usually include or solder a hook right on. I didn't on the fused glass just because I thought that would be pretty for trays, little plates, little dishes.
And Annie says, have you and Morton thought of having a bed and breakfast thing in your church?
We can't have one here. It's open plan, so there are no walls. I'm never putting walls up in here. And it would be super random to just be like everybody sleeping in the one big room together. That would be weird. And it's a lot of work, and Morton's retired. And we wanna not be tied down. And bread and breakfast, Morton worked with this lovely guy in Scotland who had one. They opened it after he retired, didn't he, honey, Peter?
Yeah.
And he told us that he never worked harder in his whole life than having the bed and breakfast. It's a lot of work. And we're open plan here. This one's up on an angle. The iridescent looks really pretty to put in on an angle. We do have sleepovers with friends and family sometimes, but to just have people come here, and it's our home, so yeah, it's different. Maybe if I was 30 years younger, I'd feel different.
It's just you both are so great and your place too.
We have people come and visit. We have people that take workshops here sometimes.
I thought your sister was coming.
She's coming. She gets here on the 13th of November.
Yeah, she'll be in the library.
Yep, she likes to sleep in the library bed. I love it when she's here. Oh my gosh, her and I have so many fun things planned. So many fun things planned. Now, I'm looking here for a piece, an edge of this that I can use.
Super cool.
That is kind of sort of where I'm at.
Is your sister younger or older?
She's older. I'm the baby girl of the family. I have 2 older sisters, 2 older brothers, and 1 baby brother. I'm going to tuck it under. Oh, that's beautiful right there.
Does she art and craft like you?
She doesn't. She does other things that are super creative. She writes. She's a pilot. She's amazing. She's way more talented than I am. She just doesn't do the arts and crafts stuff. She has super skills. Super skills.
She's the Mark Twain expert.
Yeah, she's a Mark Twain expert. She's the person who, I'm sure everybody saw it in the news, when the Mark Twain signature was discovered in the cave, in the cave in Hannibal, Missouri. My sister is the person who discovered it. It made worldwide news. It was super cool.
You have a very talented family.
This little piece is going to be weird.
Oh my gosh, and wow, people are saying.
Yes. Yeah, my sister's incredible. She's getting ready. She just did an article for this very, it's a journal that, it's like an industry journal. As soon as she sends it to me, I'll do a TikTok about it. She wrote this great article when Jimmy Buffett passed, because she was friends with Jimmy Buffett. And Jimmy Buffett had a real love for Mark Twain. On the CD, Mark Twain Words and Music, Jimmy Buffett did the voice of Huck Finn. And so she wrote this beautiful, beautiful article. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. I'll make a TikTok on that. I might need to nip this little guy. That little guy is not going to want to break. That's weird. A weird little cut right there. That's a weird little cut.
What's her TikTok, Orange Blossom Squirrel or something?
Yeah, she has a TikTok. It's Orange Blossom Squirrel. She does not make TikToks, though. She's super busy. She's a professor at a couple different universities. She's a PhD. She's a doctor. She's, oh my gosh, she does everything. If you think I do everything, you should meet my sister. She really does everything. So this one, getting in here to cut this one, it's weird. I'm going to have to cut it from upside down. Don't want to do that, but I have no other choice. Let's see if it fits. Nope. Yep. It's way littler than it should have been. Dang it. Let me see
By
if
the
I
time
have.
you put the copper around it.
Yeah. This one might be better.
Remember, it's going to be a lot bigger by the time the copper's on.
Honey, not that much bigger.
Now I really want to, I hope to see that TikTok. Sounds like a good story. Now I really want to read that article. The glass is beautiful and broken and yet together. Do you have children?
Yep, I have 2 grown children that I gave to Morton. Morton had none, and then he met me, and I was a package deal. Got me and 2 fully grown, wonderful children. Amazing. They love them so much. My daughter actually, last night, well, I should say our daughter, sent this morning, when did she send you that, babe?
I'm not sure.
Morton says to me at breakfast, did you see the picture of Sarah in the, what was she in?
Lamborghini.
Did you see the picture of Sarah in the Lamborghini? And I said, no. I went, looked in my messenger. I didn't have it, but she sent Morton a picture of her. Her friend has a lime green Lamborghini. She's out in Phoenix, Arizona just now. And it was her in this lime green Lamborghini. I bet that was fun to ride in. And she's staying, there's a beautiful hotel out there that she's at just now. And she used to live out there. She lived out there for 5 years. But they're super close. Morton's close. The kids don't call him Dad. Occasionally Jimmy calls him Father, which is Scottish for father. But Morton's definitely their dad. He's amazing.
Angelise, I love it. I know some love for that.
They love him so much. They're both really good to you, aren't they, babe?
Mm-hmm.
And Morton's good to them too. Morton, you'd walk through fire for those babies, wouldn't you? Yes, you would.
I'd maybe throw them a fire extinguisher.
Throw them a fire extinguisher. Walking through fire. Would you walk through fire for me, honey?
Yes, dear.
I like when Morton says, yes, dear. You remind me of that little, when you do that, that reminds me of that, what was that little guy's name? Was it Droopy, that little cartoon guy who was like, yes, dear. Do you remember him? That little cartoon guy?
I remember
Droopy.
but he never had a woman that was.
No, he would say something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm angling this one too. I'm going to angle it up that way.
Who was it that says heavens to Murgatroyd? Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Oh, I forget who that was. I can remember one of those cartoony guys going, yes, dear.
He will at least walk onward.
Yeah.
It was a little dog. Yeah, Droopy was the. Did he not wear a cowboy hat as well?
No, I don't know.
I remember it, but I can't remember what the scenario was. He used to love Deputy Dog with Musket.
Yeah. Normally I get my window all put together, laying out, all foiled and all pieced, and then start soldering. So this is kind of a backwards way. Oh, that's a good one right there. Stay right there. Yes, 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 yes.
Diane says
Stay.
my husband was a bachelor when we married. When my daughters were 13 and 18. Their kids call him Papi.
Yeah, Morton gets called Pa by the grandkids.
I totally know who Morton is talking about, a cowboy dog. Hey, you're a cowboy, he's Droopy.
Oh, the little lifted ones, like, I think a lot of people who make glass would cringe when they see mine, but because was it Huckleberry Hound?
No, there was Huckleberry Hound as well, but I can't remember.
But I love to do this because when you hold this up, let me see where I have another piece that I need to do here. I have two more little pieces. When you hold this up, those pieces now, even though they're the same color green, look, see them right here? They just pop right out at ya. And the orange is looking great too. I'm loving the orange. Okay, I got two more little pieces here. There and there, and then I can start doing the big ones. And I like to do this as I go. I like to do my little annoying pieces as I go. Because if I say, I'm going to save them and do them all at the end, your window gets super heavy as you're going along. So yeah, I'm just going to do them now. Get you up there.
Rosa says, oh, that's gorgeous.
It's going to get better. So we're going for this piece and this piece. Now I'm going to look here because I want to still use that green and see if that will fit right there. If I just take that up. And I like to use my little scraps.
Jabby says, good morning.
Good morning. I like to use my little scraps just for this reason. Because rather than have to use a whole piece of glass, big old sheet of glass, then I'm putting in these little pops of green around here. Wait, was it upside down? Yep. Oh, that's so close. That's so close.
It's nice and sunny outside today. I don't know what
It's beautiful out.
it
It is gorgeous. Honey, let's go for a walk after.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend Lisa's coming over to visit today. I am not in pajamas. Last night,
56 degrees outside, nice and sunny. It's strange because it says it's mostly cloudy, but there's not a cloud
I
in the sky.
know. When the weather says mostly cloudy, I don't believe it. I'm a mostly sunny kind of person.
Firewood in.
I'll help you with the wood. Last night when we were watching TV, I did these sweet little clay acorn faces. And what else? These little snowmen. Oh my gosh, the little snowmen are so cute. I'll do a TikTok on them today. They're adorable. Honey, I need to get the kiln loaded too. I should have had more made and ready to go, and I'm slacking. And this glass, I just have to remember what side is my iridescent side. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you for all the likes. I hope everybody's having a fantastic old day. I'm going to put this around here, and then I'm just going to do this right around here. Because this little piece might just fall right through.
Did you add those beads with solder on that piece of glass?
Yep, this. That's decorative soldering right there. And I want this window to feel like it's really old, even though I'm just making it. And I want these little green ones, can't solder my own glove in. I want them to be at a little bit of an angle.
That's so pretty this thing. It's a beautiful
Thanks.
day here as well. Happy to be here, says
Where'd
Jabby.
my... Keep. And this stuff, I cut this off because I have arthritis. I'm 60 years old. And I've been doing crafts my whole life. So see the little dot that just fell there? Don't touch it with your finger. It's going to be red hot. But it won't stick. Can you see this? This will not stick to the glass. It can't.
I so admire you. You've got so much creativity. Go on, please.
Thank you. I just like to make stuff. So there it is there. But yeah, I nip off a little piece of this because especially when I'm doing stained glass for like hours, because this window will easily have 100 hours in it till I'm done. I don't do stained glass like that you just go buy in a shop kind of stained glass. Mine is it's intricate and different. Here on this little piece. Here on this little piece. I didn't see that before. I'm going to put some of those little decorative drops right there. One more piece of green.
Is there a front and back to this?
No. I make them that they're as pretty on both sides. And I finish both sides wonderfully. Oh yeah, that's still the iridescent. I'm like, what's up with you? So this, look, see how that part fits? That part fits perfectly. So now I'm going to take and draw that up here. We'll take that first bit off. There. Yeah, there. And then there. And I can just nip that with my nippers. And then we'll do the top. The top is a little swoop.
Would it be able to add gear and other iron or steel?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, yeah. You could steampunk the heck out of this window. Like this little fork. I'm going to do some down in the kitchen. We're not this exact fork, but in the kitchen, honey, I didn't tell you about this. In the kitchen, my handles for the shutters are going to be like weird little funky silverware. So I think my handle for this might be a piece of driftwood from Scotland.
If you're doing stuff like that, though, make sure you use stainless, or at the very least have it painted or something, because
It'll rust.
it will rust over time.
Yeah.
And if it's soldered in using the copper, like treating it would be different. Like you'd have to sandpaper it and paint it. Or
Lizzie girl,
like
how did it used to be?
What's that?
Lizzie girl says, this is so boring. I liked how it used to be. How did it used to be? I don't remember how it used to be. I've always been boring.
Like a Tim Burton fork. I love it. Elon. We alternate lots of different things.
Yeah, I do. We do a lot of different stuff. I do stained glass Sunday, watercolor Wednesday, mystery Monday. Mystery Monday, we're typically just hanging out and talking. What else? I'm starting to do acrylic Thursdays and Views Glass Friday. I really am boring, though. I get it. I am, hey, there's a TikTok creator that I follow who literally will have you watching lives of paint drying. So she better never get on that.
You used to show us stuff and cook
I'm showing you right now this stuff. And we cooked this morning. We still cook.
Dawn says could watch you all day, every day. This is showing stained glass technique, Lizzie. This is actually the style of stained glass that was first invented in Louis Comfort Tiffany's stained glass. If you've ever seen the mega expensive Tiffany glass, lampshades, windows, everything like that, it was invented in his workshop by a lady that came up with a method to make really interesting, delicate, intricate pieces. So this is what she's doing, and a lot of people are very interested in learning how to do it. And then later on today, or last night, she was doing clay modelling and things like that. So when you come on all the time, there's different things that she's doing.
Yeah, I never do the same thing twice. Although I have been working on this.
This one that she's doing is a bit more repetitive because it's a procedure. But people are really interested to see what she's doing. Yeah, she makes jewellery. If you actually go to the 1870 studio, you'll get the link in the bio. Jabin, you'll see there's the studio shop, and there's everything that she makes. She makes jewellery. She does watercolour, acrylics, clay. What would you call it, Priscilla? Clay what? What do you call it? Sculpture. She does wooden sculptures. She does pottery, clay modelling.
I like to do everything.
And,
every art and craft.
All different arts and crafts, and anything that she does that's that if it's there'll be a link for it.
What's that?
Yeah,
mean?
She makes jewellery. Yeah, I think is there earrings for sale on the site at the moment?
Yeah.
There's earrings and stuff like that for sale on the website at the moment. Not boring at all. You're the most interesting people on TikTok, always showing and teaching us. See us, yes. Rosa says that Lizzie girl, you only have 3 posts. You're the boring one. Can't hear him or understand him, says SS Tech. You explain it then, Priscilla.
Oh, Martin's sitting behind me. That's why you can't hear
Mary
him.
Jane says, I'm a native basket weaver and artist. I find you interesting. Go to the 1870studio.com. The link is in the bio, and there's links for everything that Priscilla makes that is for sale. If what you see is not actually for sale at the moment, there won't be a link.
I don't sell stained glass windows like this. Just because they're super cost
nice. So what is going
prohibitive.
on top of this piece?
Just this is going to be a shutter that is in an oak frame, and it's going to be at the window here.
And what's the solution you're brushing on?
This is called flux. This is to clean the copper so the solder will stick.
And in everything Priscilla Moore shows is filled with lots of lovingness. I can hear Morton and understand and fine. I'm only expressing my opinion, just chill.
Yeah, it is all good. It's all good.
Yeah, you're welcome to your opinion, and if you've got any
and I get
ideas,
it. Like my grandson would find this totally boring.
Ideas as well, Lizzie girl. If you've got any questions about it, that's the whole thing. If you want to ask a question about what she's doing, throw it out there, and it'll make it more interesting.
And this this technique, this has been around for hundreds of years.
Yeah,
hundreds.
I'm sitting behind our SS time. So there's no point. I mean, it's fine, Rosa. There's no point blocking up.
Yeah, no.
It's not being rude or anything or doing anything bad. It's fine.
Hey, I totally.
And if she's that bored, she'll go away.
That's true.
Yeah, frame it up with oak and glass hidden.
I'll show you here when we get. Oh, we are at our hour.
The tool is a soldering iron, or in America, it's a soldering iron.
In Scotland, that's a bad word.
Yeah, it's SOLDER. And I don't know why in the United Kingdom it's pronounced solder, and in America it's pronounced solder. I'm not sure. I think in Canada they pronounce it the same as well. is
On the back here, well, I'm just calling it the back on this side. You can see how I've raised these pieces to angle them. I'm going to finish these 3 and then I'm going to stand this up and show you in front of the window. I didn't get as far as I wanted today, but I'm totally fine with what I got done. It's a process.
that's crazy. Jardine says that they recently discovered they're 48% Scottish.
That's
and never
neat.
knew.
Up here. So close. So close to being done. I'll show you my little guys that I made last night.
That window's actually got thistles in it, hasn't it, Priscilla?
Mm-hmm.
As you were being asked, are any of your glasses going to have a theme?
Oh, they all are. They all do and they all are.
Lena's saying, I think the little pieces are the most time consuming, but
Yes.
they could really make it shine.
Yeah, that's why I put the, can you see that right here? Yeah. That's why I like to put like a little contrast color and put them on a weird little angle. I'm not, like, I have done traditional stained glass.
Mel's saying, good afternoon. Could pressed flowers not disintegrate in clear glass? Could that be done?
Yeah, you can put pressed flowers in. Honey, remember that little hanging that I had down in Middletown that was pressed flowers?
Be real, because of the thickness. You would have to get 2 sheets of really thin glass to do that for it to fit in with what she's doing.
But you could just put thicker tape on.
But it would mean it was thicker than the piece that you're making.
But the glass does, or the flowers would change in time.
Yeah. Rosa says she worked in electronics and used solder for 30 years.
Okay, I'm gonna clean this up quickly. Spraying this with glass cleaner, which is white vinegar and water.
Mary Jane says, I know I'm Scottish. My great-grandfather was a Scottish settler that married my grandmother. Cool, that's neat. And Mel says, all right, neat. I hope you'll make one day, totally steampunk.
Yeah, some of them, I've done steampunk stuff before and sold it. But over by our library, the library is where I want to do a steampunk kind of window feel.
Where do you get the glass from?
This glass is from Yakagani out in Western PA. I'm not going to clean this up the whole way.
And Julia's saying, I dream of getting more fish from you and turning a window into an aquarium of your fish. Oh,
that's a good idea.
Lena says, oh, I can see them. Oh, can I see them, or are they sold?
Yeah, they sold long, long ago.
Shavine says that's looking absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. I just want to clean this up a little bit. When you hold it up and it's dirty, it's not as pretty. And it'll get scrubbed with...
We have got some salvage glass, but 90% of the glass that Priscilla uses, probably 99% of it, is from Yakagani in Connellsville. It's actually manufactured in America.
In Pennsylvania?
In Pennsylvania by Yakagani Glass. They're an amazing company. We've actually been to the factory and,
several times
and seen it. They're great, and it's absolutely amazing to be able to buy from an American company.
Honey, would you be up for going out one day this week if I get in touch with her?
Yeah,
I want to go
melted
out.
sea glass works too.
But it doesn't look like sea glass anymore.
It doesn't look
if
like
you melt
sea glass,
it.
though, if you melt it. But Priscilla uses actually straight pieces of sea glass in it. She'll wrap actual sea glass. She's actually made mermaids.
Yeah, and all my mermaids.
Oh, this one's no but
She
sea glass.
does not. No, because her tail had it. No, just leave it.
The
I don't,
only
honey, I
thing
don't
you've
have
got
any.
with sea glass is
No,
that.
babe, don't leave it. Morton wants to get into my projects that I'm working on. And they are all, oh, I have an old fountain in there. Yeah, let me see that, honey. This is a piece that I made in Scotland. I did this. This is not stained glass. This is rusted, rusted metal that I still see around this. I put tape around it and soldered it together. That's my closest little look to steampunk right here. I don't know what that's doing here.
Good vibes is saying thank you. I would love to try this.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Angelia
I
saying,
love
is
this.
there a way to add hooks to your stained glass so I can hang them?
Yeah, if you already have stained glass from me, Angelina, just send me a message. Thank you for the hedgehog. Send me a message with a picture of what pieces you're talking about, and I will make recommendations, because usually my stained glass I send with hooks already put on it.
Beautiful.
This, it's not going to be as pretty because it's not going to be clean, like it will be when it's done. Thanks, Lena.
Wanda says, hello, looking beautiful.
Hello, I'm getting ready.
Says, will do.
I'm getting ready to hold this up. But remember, it's not fully washed and polished. You're not going to get the total wow factor.
And you still have balance to do on the pieces you just did.
I just did them, honey.
All right. How do I receive them?
Martin, come squeeze the back of this. Squeeze that. Squeeze the little handle down there. Thank you. See the greens that we put in, the oranges we put in. It's still not as pretty as when you see it up in the window. And it's going to be half of a shutter for this window, for this lower part of this window.
Everybody's saying it's beautiful.
Thank you. Honey, lay your phone down and hold this phone for me. I gotta lay this down and turn my thingy off. Just hold the phone.
Oh.
Point it up here.
I was forgetting. It's okay.
There you go. Let's step back now.
Right.
I'm just gonna set this down. Most important thing now is unplug your soldering iron. Unplug it. Don't just switch the thingy off. And I like to put it up there that I can see. It's really unplugged. Switch that off.
Oh, Lena's just subscribed, Priscilla.
Lena, thank you.
Thanks, Lena.
Thank you.
I know a renewal subscription. Thank you, Priscilla. Lena, that's amazing.
Honey, I gotta wash my hands.
Right.
Alexa, turn on grandchildren.
Okay.
Will you take them back in and show them our little guys from last night?
All right. Are they next to the bed still?
They are. Well, actually, don't you go back.
Oh, and you got hanging lights from Texas. Thank you.
I gotta wash my hands.
Right.
Don't show them yet. I'm getting.
Well, I'll show them some of this stuff.
On stage, yeah, you can show them some.
This is some of the stuff Priscilla made before. Sorry, the lights aren't on just now. There's a little. What's he called? A Tompkin or something? Tompton. A little Tompton man. There's a little Tompton in a teacup. And that's one of the bowls she made. These are swizzle stick thingies. These are Christmas tree thingies. There's little snowmen. That's a Christmas tree. More snowmen in a glass thingy. It's Christmas trees.
Good. Thanks, honey. I'm going to show you the project that I made last night. I can't sit still and do nothing, really. So back in the TV bed, I have this tray. Oh my gosh, it was such a mess. I had the tray on my lap, sitting here making stuff. Those are my cozy socks. But I want to show you these little guys. Oh my gosh. I'm going to turn you around. Hello, you. We'll see if you can sit there. No, you can't sit there. I'm going to show you these little guys. Now, he needs his eyes and his nose. But look, he has a candy cane. He's so happy. Honey, do you love him?
Mm-hmm.
He has a candy cane too.
What's the other thing that's sticking out?
That's his little arm.
No, the twiggy bits.
That's
Is
his
that just a bit
arms.
of twig?
It's his arms.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made these. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. I gotta put their little faces on them. Wait till you see this one. Oh my gosh. Honey, I'm making this one up to be Morton and me. Look, how adorable are they for the Christmas tree, honey?
Yeah.
Do you love them? I had so much fun last night. And I'll color his little nose. Babe, over there by the TV, my little red gel pen, my little white gel pen. I have craft supplies and craft projects everywhere because life is short. Craft your little heart out.
No. Is that the red one? It looks
There's
kind of
orange.
Yeah.
That's a copper. I need orange. Orange for the little nose of the snowman. That's it. These little gel pens. Honey, I should put a stand here. And we could craft in the, in the TV bed. We could. I'm going to show you how I do these now. You're not going to believe it. So we have little happy snowman man. He's made out of clay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to color his nose orange. Because that's his little carrot nose. Oh my gosh, he's so beautiful. Martin, I love him so much. Little nose looking up at the sky. And then I think I'm going to take my Sharpie. That one I can do it with. Let's figure out. Okay, where's his front? That's his front. Yeah, that has to be his front. So then I'm going to look up here. I'm going to put his eyes on. And I'm going to put a smile on him. Because he's delighted. He has a candy cane. He's a happy boy. Oh, look at him now.
This is, you could actually accidentally eat that. And
Look
Jolene
at
says
him.
this is making my day, seriously.
I'm going to put little buttons
Oh,
on
you're
him.
so cute, says chicken butt.
His little buttons.
And my phone's frozen again.
How adorable is he? I think these need to be for on the Christmas tree. Or just standing in a window. My hair grows crazy fast. It's good and bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have them on a little. I like to put things on little log slices like this. They could share the candy cane, honey. I could put him with a glass friend. Mm-hmm. Look. Maybe pine cone. I have a little nest here of, well, it's not a nest. It's a little vase. I'll show you here. I have a little vase. Just because. Oh, that's Lisa. I have a little vase here of pine cones, so that are already glittered. That I might actually do that with these guys. But our friend Lisa just got here, so I'm going to have to say bye-bye. He's going to have to say bye-bye. Bye. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And we're going to jump off and we'll see you later. Bye bye.